I just checked my notes, and the one that caught my eye, or the one I want to talk on the most, was, and I wrote this a while ago, and so I think my last video I just posted a lot talking about this, that, and the third, whatever. Okay, basically, I'm gonna speak from my past self, who wrote this talking point, right? And the talking point is like, don't be afraid to change yourself. That's somewhere around there is where I had it written. Don't be afraid to change yourself, right? And I wrote that in a period, especially right now. Pull it. I know it's what I'm speaking from, but like, I'm changing myself a lot. My phone has that feature? That's crazy. Okay. But don't be afraid to change yourself. Changing yourself. Change is seen as a bad thing a lot of times, I think. Something like normality is normal, right? It's easy to be comfortable where you are. But sometimes you don't like where you are. You think you like it, or I thought I liked it. But it could always be better, right? It could always be worse as well, right? So, how have I changed the most in the past year? I mean, I feel like this is a good reflection point because here's my life story. I fucking finished high school, whatever, my mom's dead. I just work for like 2 years and I have no passion. I just work. I was working at the military base, cutting grass, doing landscaping, making good money. And then I was like, season ends, I'm fucking done. I come home, I build myself a computer, and I just play video games for like 2 years. Now I'm 22. You know? So like, how do I say this? When my mom passed, I was very sad, right? I kind of like lost my passion and my drive. I just became a loser. And long story short, I was a fucking loser, bruh. I literally sat at home, I like wouldn't leave I'd be like, I have to leave my house this week, right? Like, I'm gonna go to the grocery store to leave my house this fucking week. A whole week gone by, 7 fucking days. I've done nothing but sit in my house, play video games, and cook food for my family, bro. What the fuck? What? I'm making $0. Like, I'm not improving at all. I'm just fucking sitting there like a dork. So, my brother was pushing me and my family was pushing me like, get a fucking job, you loser. You're a loser, right? They're like, you're gonna fucking live forever off fucking government assistance like a fucking dork. Or you're gonna like, basically you're gonna starve to death and die like a fucking nerd, right? I was like, okay, I need to make something happen. I really was afraid. I was so cemented in my spot of doing fuck all. And I applied to McDonald's because I knew I would get the job. Who can't get a job at McDonald's, right? Got it. Okay, now I have to work, right? I haven't worked a job in 2 years. I'm fucking McDonald's is a high schooler job, like a 16-year-old job. I got in McDonald's when I was like 21. Bro, I can buy a fucking beer, and I'm just starting at McDonald's, bruh. And it's like, it's embarrassing, right? But I changed. I had to go to work. I had a schedule. I had something to do, right? It changed. And then so I'm working night shift because I was like, I just want a job. I just want to work, right? And I start getting your schedules and you start working and you're like, dude, I fucking hate working. I just want to sit. I want to go back to where I was. I just want to sit at home, play fucking video games all day and do nothing, right? So they start giving me more and more hours because I'm working and I have all the time. And I'm working the night shift. This is how the story goes. This is how my history goes in the story. It's his story. But I'm like, yo, I'm working night shift. I live in New Jersey, a lot of Spanish speakers. They only speak Spanish. They speak a little bit of English. I don't really know what they're saying. Bro, let's just learn Spanish. so I can have more friends, right? Because the whole thing is I didn't have any fucking friends. I had no friends. I dropped everybody from high school. I didn't go to college to make more friends. All my friends are online, and now they have jobs and shit, so when they're working, I don't have friends. And then, you know, now when I'm working, I don't have any friends, so the whole thing was like, I need friends. I don't have any. So I go, this is my sister. Okay, now we're time. That's it. Okay. So I'm like, yo, I need to make friends. I learned Spanish good enough to where, like, I'm chopping it up, right? Like, really broken English, broken Spanish. Like, we're just working together, and, like, I'm there to help him out, right? I was like, oh, thanks for, like, helping us. Like, first off, the whole point is, the way work went was like, oh, when I work up front and they work in the kitchen, right? So when up front people are done cleaning up front, like mopping and sweeping the floor, they would just go home. And I'm like, dude, if I finish mopping and sweeping up front, I'll go back and help you guys mop and sweep and, like, clean the dishes in the back. So we all go home at the same time, right? Like, let's all leave together. Why do I leave 30 minutes before you do? Like, I leave solo, and then the other 3 people leave 30 minutes later, right? So I was like, yeah, sure, I'll just help you out of my fucking spirit. I just felt like, oh, you guys probably want to go home early, right? Because it's fucking 1 a.m. Or you guys want to go home as soon as possible because it's 1 a.m. So they're like, they see the effort, and they're like, thank you for helping us. Long story short, we end up becoming pretty good friends. I get their number, and we're texting, and they're like, oh, yeah, the one girl, Winnie, who works in the morning, I saw her like 2 times, likes you. Right? I'm like, oh yeah, I'm fucking handsome. Who doesn't like me? Right? I've always had like this confidence thing. I'm so handsome. Who doesn't like me? They're like, yo, when she wants you to come to her birthday party is what happens, right? And dude, I was so scared. It's my sister I'm hanging out. No, my dad's getting his fucking eyes dilated. There's no shot. Okay, they're like, there's a birthday party. You're invited. And I say, yeah, I'll go. Bit the fucking bullet on that one, right? I always say I can do stuff. It's just a blessing and a curse. I always say, yeah, I can do it, right? I'm always say, yes, I can, right? Hey, can you do this? Sure. Like, I'll make it happen, right? So I'm like, I'll go to this party, right? I'm like, they got food there? Because I'm going to be hungry. And they're like, I work that day. Oh, we'll go after work. Okay. Whatever. The day comes around, right? And I'm literally scared. I'm scared. Because I'm like, dude, they only speak Spanish. I barely know Spanish. I'm going to a fucking birthday party. Anyways, I ended up going with my fucking friends out to this birthday party. It was pretty whatever. We just went over her house. I had like fucking 2 beers, and we just sit around. They play a little music. I ate some food, and then I was sick. So I was like, oh fuck, I just drank a beer and ate food while I was sick. Like really sick, like a stomach bug, so I had to go vomit. And that was like my leaving. I was like, oh, thank you for the party, but I have to leave right now. And I go outside and vomit, and then I just drive home, right? But I did something that I was scared to do. I changed, right? Because, like, normal me wouldn't go. I'd just be like, yeah, I can't go, I'm sorry. Like, it's too awkward, right? But I changed. I was like, I'll go. I'll fucking do this. I'll jump up off the porch. You know, I'll go make something happen. I'll change. It's different from my past self. Again, I get invited to a kid's baptism. Let's go Catholicism, right? So I was like, yeah, I'll go. And I'm like, dude, you're in this one's a real party. There's fucking 70 people, music's playing, people dancing, beer's getting slammed, soccer's getting played. We're doing everything, right? And I remember on the way, I told Winnie I'd pick her up. And I'm telling her as we're going, I'm like, I'm scared. It, like in Spanish, she's like, I have fear, right? I'm fearful because everyone only speaks Spanish, and I'm the only white dude, right? I'm like, oh, gee, this is gonna be fucking scary. It's gonna be spooky, right? So, I guess fucking, we get down to it. And then I ended up having a great time. Long story short, I thought the party was a blast. So, something I wouldn't have done, right? It's the whole thing where, like, you have to not be afraid to change. And for me, it was like learning Spanish and like opening up this new friend group. And now it's like, oh, I'm going to actually go to school, trying to actually learn and improve. Like, I want to move out and stuff. I basically evolved from being a kid to being an adult in like the last 6 months. And I'm fucking 23. I'm old as fuck. I still live with my dad. My whole family still lives with my dad, right? But basically, like, I'm basically hearing from like talk around the house that shit's about to hit the fan, right? Like everyone's gonna have to move out and stuff, so it's time to run. And I kind of like that pressure now, because when it's time to run, it's time to run, and you got to learn to run, boy. And I think I can run fast, so I'm kind of liking the pressure's on. Basically, my whole point of this long-winded ass I speak Spanish story, and every time I fucking get on here, I talk about speaking Spanish, because that's the new changing thing in my life. When I go to fucking school, all you guys are gonna hear is, dude, I was fucking twisting this pipe today. Like, probably not, in reality. I'll talk about how hard it is, like, gee, I'm fucking retarded, dude. I can't do any type of math. Or it's like, wow, I've done all this shit before. I can't believe I'm paying fucking $22,000 to learn shit I already know. But, we're all victims of the times. So you motherfuckers gonna hear my stories about this time when I went to. Because that's why you're here, and that's why I'm here, right? Here's a good way to get off the Spanish topic. Is, I've been doing jiu-jitsu lately, right? And here's something that I still fucking suck with fraternizing or like getting along with English speakers. I'm fucking awkward. I'm really fucking weird, dude. Because I go to jiu-jitsu class and everyone's friends, right? They're like, oh, hey, fucking Jimmy, hey, Timmy, hey, Billy. I'm like, I take martial arts pretty seriously, right? So, before I step on the mat, fucking I bow and stuff like that. And like before, I don't talk to anybody, right? I'm here to get better at martial arts. So I'm not gonna sit here and yap away. And here's a good example. I was talking with this one girl, Naomi or whatever, and she's like 106 pounds, whatever. Who gives a fuck, right? And no, I'm one of the smaller people in the class. A lot of them are like dads and they're old and big, right? So she's like, oh, let's train, like, let's do the lessons together because you're one of the smallest people here. I'm like, sick, right? Not sick. I was like, I really wish the one kid, Nick, was there. Nick's my guy. But I was like, all right, word. Anyways, we do the lessons together, and then it's time to, it's called like free roll, or it's time to like open mat. So you just go out there and fight each other, like, because like usually you go in and you like learn a move. Or like, okay, today we're gonna learn single legs, right? That's what we did. I've done wrestling before. I've executed hundreds of single legs, and she's never done it before. So I'm trying to explain and like break down the methodology or like the purpose behind every movement inside of a single leg, right? And so we're doing all that, and then she's like, oh, let's fucking open mat comes around. She's like, I'm looking for someone more my size, because when it's time to fight for real, I like fucking fighting for real. There's like these terms like, oh, we could like flow roll, which is like you just sit there and fucking like lace, you just go around and like just go through the motions. I like doing that shit for real. Like, I'm gonna fucking collar tie you and try and fucking use my force to pull you in, and I want you to fucking put your elbows up right up on my fucking chest and my neck to keep me out, right? Like, let's get serious, right? I'm not here for like, because if I want to flow roll, I could just do that solo. I could just like imagine a partner on me, right? And imagine the moves going through, right? It's like, I want real resistance. I want you to try and fucking be faster than me or be stronger than me, be more technical than me. So anyways, we finish rolling, and then we're sitting down, and we're just talking, right? And she's like, oh, yeah, this, that, and the third, like my fucking knees, and everyone, I guess, who does jiu-jitsu has fucking body ache problems. Maybe that's a red flag. Me, I feel fine. I've been doing it for like 3 weeks though, so. But oh, dude, I should have been shooting like this the whole time. But so we get to like talking. I'm like, oh, have you ever done martial arts before? She's like, I did like gymnastics. I'm like, yeah, well, I did wrestling like through middle school and high school, but I was never good, right? Nothing to write home about. I was just on the team. And then she's like, oh yeah, like have you ever competed? Like we're talking about things. She's like, that's illegal at white belt. I was like, oh really? She's like, oh, you never competed? I was like, dude, I'm fucking brand spanking new. I don't know shit, right? She's like, oh yeah, like you can compete, this, that, and the third. And we're just like fraternizing. And the whole time like there was a timer going on, like timing rounds. And we're just chopping it up, right? And the timer beeps for like another round. I'm like, we're still talking, like she's just talking through it, like not caring about the time. I was like, I kind of want to fight somebody else. Like I'll say, and then I'll come back and talk with you, right? But like now there's a time for fighting and there's a time for talking, right? And like we had the minute to talk and now we have the 5 minutes to fight. So I'm like, I'm gonna go look for somebody else to fight. She's like, okay, yeah, sounds good. But the whole thing is they have like a group chat for the gym. I'm not in it. And I'm afraid to ask somebody to add me. Because I've been in the gym for so long. I mean, and the reason it's important because this week the fucking coach is gone on vacation. So it's like people just hit up the chat and like, yo, pull up and we're gonna fight, right? So I tell her, whatever. Well, I kind of want to be in the chat just because I like talking to people, but I'm such a bitch. I'm afraid to ask, like, yo, y'all got the Instagram chat? You gotta add me. Especially because my Instagram is fucking Luke the Duke. I mean, that's actually kind of hard, bro. Once again, you gotta fucking own yourself, bro. It's like, oh, Luke the Duke, what a gay ass name. I'm like, you don't fuck with me, bro. It's Luke the Duke. You know? Y'all wouldn't get it. Y'all weren't there. You didn't live my life. That was the shit. Basically, if you're hating on me for Luke the Duke, fuck you. That's it. Because I think Luke the Duke is pretty fucking cool. Same thing with Penguin with my new name. I think that shit's cool too. I just did that so I didn't have to put the numbers after it. But also penguins look pretty fucking cool. It's better than like Jaguar or something, because that's just like furry and gay. Jaguars are cool. Whatever the fucking big cat that lives in the jungle, that shit's cool. Alright, well, yeah, I kind of fucking ran away with this one, but this video isn't gonna get scrapped, but this one fucking sucks. I'll probably write that in like the description. So if you read that shit, you're welcome. I just saved you fucking 18 minutes. But that's where I'm gonna leave it. Change. Don't be afraid to change. Oh, and here's the thing: people will look at you different when you're changing, for sure. Because I remember I was telling my friend Irish, I was like, dude, like, I'm lucky, like, I'm Mr. Romancy, right? I was like, dude, you know, if I'm going to school and I have a job and I have a girl and like I got a girlfriend, I might not be playing video games as much. And he's like, oh man, why are you running away? Oh, you know, fucking. But I'm like, dude, if that's what I like more, that's what I like more, right? So, obviously I won't know until it happens, but I'm like, if that shit's going on, I'm like, dude, this is more fun than playing fucking video games with my friends on the weekend. They're like, it's more fun than fucking sitting on my computer all day. That's what I like, right? So it's like, you live your life for yourself, right? It's selfish, but it's not, right? You live your life for yourself until you have a child, and then you gotta dedicate your life to the next generation, right? Even before that, you should be helping the next generation in ways you can, right? Trying to be a good role model and stuff. So, yeah, I don't know. Don't be afraid. People will look at you different for changing, but I think if you ultimately carry the attitude that, like, I'm changing for me, right? And, like, you truly should be happy for me because I'm doing what I like. I don't think anyone's going to hate you for holding that. Because at the end of the day, that's the right attitude you should have, in my opinion. And if you hate me for having that attitude, that's just a fundamental disagreement. We're just going to have to not part ways, but we're going to have to let each other walk on by, you know? So, yeah, that's about it. Don't be afraid to change. I've been enjoying change a lot recently in my life. I say that until I have to move out and I fucking loud upstairs neighbors and I complain like, oh, this fucking life change. I moved out of my dad's and my upstairs neighbors are annoying as fuck, right? But that's how the game goes. So, yeah, that's basically it. Catch you around. Stay safe. I'll tell you about New York when I get back.